Linear is lethal. So today I want to give you guys a little bit of a new video in the actual 100 videos in 100 days series. Today's day 11, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a tactical training, a little bit of a 30,000 foot overview of our entire business model, and kind of talk about what that actually looks like. We're boring business owners. We've been running and operating the same exact model for years. And I think people tend to overlook that concept. Like, we've been utilizing the same process to sell dozens of different products. Our clients have been using the same process for years to sell a lot of different things because it works. And then also because we have clarity on the business that we want to run. And we don't want 7,000 different moving parts to run this business. We don't want 70 team members. We don't want a lot of the things that a lot of people in the market tell you have to do, like take sales calls, for example, or have a calendar full of calls. We don't do any of that stuff. And we've been running the same thing since 2021 when we first started discovering it. And then we started teaching it in 2022. And that has been our core centerpiece and our focus since then. So let's dive in. I do have a bit of a doc for you guys today and riff on it. So let's talk. Linear is lethal, right? This is a quote I picked up from a multi-7-figure marketer that we interviewed. Simplicity in this game will 100% be your saving grace. And this is, without a doubt, the thing that keeps so many people stuck, like myself included. I see this. It's still a very big problem in the market. People make this game more complex than it has to be, or they overcomplicate this game, right? If you have a phone, laptop, a Google account, a Facebook profile, and a TikTok, you literally have all of the moving pieces to your business right now. Like, my first $100,000 earned online was with my Facebook profile. And I know that sounds contrarian because I'm, recording this video on a different platform, or we just launched a group off of Facebook, but we are still very active on our Facebook profiles. And this can, without a doubt, replace your income very easily, mind you, right? With focused intention, obviously, not like you're going to start doing it and you're going to make a bunch of money tomorrow. But at the end of the day, if you focused on this for the next 6 months, you would have a life-changing business. It's literally all you need to have a five-figure per month business. The exact framework that we've used to have 5-figure weeks, 5-figure days, consistent multi-5-figure months for years. So I did throw a little screenshot in here, right? A little bit of proof of concept. And the reason I'm putting this in here is not because I want you guys to be like, oh, look at me. Look at the results that you've accomplished. But to really reinforce the fact that we've utilized this process to make a lot of money online, but I'm nobody fucking special. Like, I used to make $1,800 a month working a minimum wage job, right? I don't have a fucking Lamborghini or anything like that. I'm just a regular dude, right? Who's figured out how to sell some stuff online and has been teaching students and helping students for years deploy the exact same strategy, and they've done double what we have. And so in this doc, affiliate marketing at its core is very simple, very basic, and I think a piece that people tend to forget is affiliate marketing is literally a monetization piece. It's just one piece to the business. So when we say affiliate marketing, you can literally use it to go sell your own courses, your own consulting offers, your own physical products, digital products. It does not matter, right? It is literally just one piece to a business, right? This is just the vehicle to make money, and it can be interchanged with pretty much anything that you want, right? We've helped a lot of people sell a lot of different things, right? From helping local businesses save money, improve their websites, and get paid packages for that, or all the way to, selling medical devices online, right? Like, we have a coaching client right now who sells water purifying systems and water machines and shower systems and stuff like that, but they're utilizing the same process. So this is a snapshot of the model as a whole, right? The biggest thing that you're selling in your content, and you need to be selling in your content, if you've been watching any of these videos, you'll kind of see a tone in a lot of these, is you. You're selling people on you, who you are as a person, who you are as a brand owner, your beliefs, your morals, your family, etc. If you don't sell people on you as a person, you'll be hard pressed to actually sell them any products at all. So as a whole, leverage short-form video content to get exposure to yourself and your brand. And then we like to look at this and utilize all of this content to seed our communities, right? So we've utilized short-form video content we were kind of doing this right as soon as short form video content first started coming out, and we started pumping everybody into our Facebook groups. And now we're doing this with a new school group, right? Utilizing the attention to grow a indoctrination station, your long form content, because then it creates more leverage. It starts shrinking the sales process, and there's so many different benefits to having a community. Next would be utilizing your long form content. This could be written, this could be video. If you're going live on TikTok all the time, literally just start going live in your group at the same time. Utilize the content in your group to build deep connections with the people coming into your world. Without people knowing you, what you do, who you are, your offers, etc., they will not buy from you. They'll not even have the opportunity to make sales, right? You won't even have the opportunity to make sales if they're not seeing you, or you're not creating enough awareness around yourself. Follow up with the people who are in your community, engaging on your content. You can also do this publicly as well. If somebody likes your post, if somebody views your story, if somebody interacts with your content, start a conversation with them. And I'm not saying to go spam them your link, or like, hey, thanks for the view on my story, hope you're ready to buy. Like, that shit does not happen, right? Start a conversation with them, talk to them, be a human being, right? Hey, I appreciate you checking in on my story, I hope you're having a kick-ass day, right? Hey, I saw you posted a picture of your dog, that thing's cute. Like, this is a picture of my dog, right? Just interaction with people, because then what happens is, you're planning a connection, you're starting a connection with somebody. It's not pressurized, right? People don't want to be pressurized into buying your products. That's a very real thing. But also, B, they start seeing more of your content. The way that most of these platforms work is, if you're interacting in the conversation, if you're interacting in the comments with people, they're going to see more of your content. And then this is kind of continued. Have a real conversation with them. Because I just realized you guys can't even really see that. But have a real conversation with them. See if they're a good fit for whatever you're selling. If they're not, don't sell them anything. That's a big thing. People are out here just selling products to people just because it will make them money, not because it's actually what the person needs. And it sucks. That's an era we live in. People are just selling, and then ghosting people. Kind of like what I was saying yesterday in yesterday's video. They're selling people shit that they do not need, right? Just because it will make them money. And if you want longevity in this game, you want a long-term brand, you want people to go talk about you and how cool you are and create word of mouth around your business, put more lines in the sand around who you're selling your products to. Like, if somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I can barely afford to buy my groceries, it would be extremely fucked up for me to try to tell them that they would be able to pay for their groceries if they bought my course. And people are out here doing that shit. And I've seen people coercing stay-at-home moms to sell their fucking car to buy a $5,000 mastermind, and it's fucked up. Don't be that person. And if you're watching my content, I sure hope you aren't that person. But have a conversation with them, right? If they're a good fit, present the offer, the opportunity to them. Ask them, put the ball in their court. Hey, based on the conversation that we've had, I feel like you'd be a really good fit for this thing over here. Is that something you'd be interested in checking out? No big deal if not. If you can let people feel comfortable saying no, you'll get more yeses. And then also, the other thing too is, you got to remember, you can downsell into free trainings, into free assets, into free communities, right? If I start a conversation with somebody and they're like, hey, I don't really have the finances, I'm not really looking to get into XYZ. The thing that we can do is we can literally just push them back into our groups. Right? Hey, completely understand that. Go watch this training over in my group to get a couple quick wins, and then follow back up with me after you've watched it. They get a win, they get some value, and you're not burning the relationship because they don't have finances to buy your offer right this second. Now, you can utilize Google Docs to showcase the product you're selling just as effectively as anything else. We've been writing offers on Google Docs for years. We've done 100K in 90 days, 155K in 77 days. We've processed probably just about 7 figures through Google Docs, if I'm being 100% honest. And we use Google Docs for all of our offers. We help our clients write their own offers on Google Docs because it's very easy, right? You showcase results, you showcase, proof of concept, what you're going to do, the plan, you embed some copy, and it can completely eliminate sales calls, right? We've processed probably 3,000 payments at this point, and we've done maybe less than a dozen calls in the last 3 years. And all of them weren't really even sales calls. They were just like coaching calls or things that people won from like contests we ran. Right? We don't pack our calendar with calls. And if you guys are watching this and you're in Group Juice, there is a full training on crafting offers, creating offers, and all of this stuff, and a deeper dive into this whole process and model. Create content, build an audience of people interested in a specific subject, sell them products related to the content you're creating. Okay, so this could be something like, for example, we have a coaching client right now who has sold 400 copies of the book they just launched. They're creating content about what's inside the book, things related to the book. They're building an audience and they're building awareness around themselves. And then when they're like, hey, I just wrote and launched this book, who wants to buy it? And then they have hundreds of people flocking to buy this book. Right? You can utilize this to sell whatever you want. It doesn't matter. We also have someone else who is like a grief coach, talks about trauma and loss and all that different stuff. So a lot of her content is about trauma, loss, coping, workbooks on, identifying problems in yourself and becoming a better person. Right? This is our entire 7-figure business summed up in 2 lines. This is what we do every day. I'm creating content right now. I create content every day. Have been creating content every day for years. And we sell products. Like we had a question the other day. Do you guys even sell stuff? Like, of course we do. We're not hiding the fact that we sell stuff, right? We have a few offers for different people at different stages when they want to work with us. If they don't, cool, don't. So, and what I will tell you is when you focus on the simple stuff, the boring stuff, most neglect, you will have a ton of success over the coming months, right? And like, this is from my own personal experience. When I stopped trying to play into the systems or the done for you, the quick fix type of shit, that's when my business blew up. Okay, that's when my business started to have a ton of success. Whereas a lot of people in this online game constantly seek quick fixes, band-aids to their problems. They want this done for you shit, PLR products, and they're constantly seeking these things that will make them the most amount of money as fast as possible, which is all fine and dandy. But if you do not learn the boring shit, that money will not be sustainable. Okay? And that's just from my own personal opinion, my own personal experience. If you guys notice, we're very polarizing and we have contrary opinions in the market that we play in around what it actually looks like to have success. Okay? So focus on more of the boring shit. If you can learn the boring stuff, it makes anything else very viable. We could go out there and we could sell a bunch of PLR products or done for you style products, but that's because we've spent years focusing and learning the boring shit. Right? Whereas in the beginning, if people are like constantly looking for these plug and play products or these systems to rely on, and they don't really understand how they work or how to use them effectively, what happens if that system stops working or a product stops trending or, they don't get the quick fix in their business they were looking for? Most of the time, they're just going to be off looking for the best thing, right? And I understand there is people that run their business like this. There's people that are highly successful in the marketing space who always talk about riding the waves where the money's at. And like, you can do that, but that's not necessarily how we look at business, right? If you can learn the stuff and keep your business simple and learn the boring basic stuff, that's what will set you apart from a lot of people and stand the test of time. Because the nature of this online game is it evolves so quickly. It's constantly changing and evolving. And if you can learn the fundamentals, all right, content creation, marketing, copywriting, the actual sales process, you can open up a lot of doors for yourself down the line. And it will probably set you apart from a lot of people because a lot of people are worried on all the shit that just makes money right now. And then when that thing stops making money or the wave starts to crash, so to speak, their money stops coming in. Okay? And if you have the skills and you learn the skill set, you can utilize those to go sell whatever the hell you want. Doesn't matter. But you won't be able to do that unless you put some time in and you learn the actual stuff. And as I mentioned, this opens up the doors to sell anything you want. You can even offer it as services to business owners. Right? We've had some people in Group Juice recently that are telling us they're running pages for local businesses and they fucking love what they're doing, right? But they learned skills, marketing, content creation, copywriting, sales, online, etc. Right? This is why you'll see a ton of people have success in a bunch of different things online, right? You'll see somebody who has success with product X and then they go have success with product Z is because they've learned the things, versus a lot of people in the earlier stages get hung up on, I'm going to go do that thing because that person is having success, and then they're doing this and I'm going to go do that now, and they just continuously hop, whereas the catalyst is that person learned the boring shit, right? The person learned the boring stuff first. That's why they're having the success they are. It's not necessarily the product that they're hopping onto the trend, right? Focusing on learning these for a couple years is why I was able to go to over 100K in sales with virtually minimal results the year prior as an affiliate, and then over 100K in the first 90 days of launching our own products. Okay, so it's transferable. The stuff that I learned being an affiliate, selling affiliate products, then allowed us to launch our own products that did over 100K in 90 days, which at this point it's done over 7 figures. And our student success is over multi 7 figures, right? So the biggest thing for today, takeaway for today, keep shit simple. Simplicity to success. Linear is lethal. Keep your business as simple as possible for as long as possible. Focus on learning more of the boring stuff, the stuff that nobody really wants to do, right? The more of the content creation, more of the copywriting, more of the actual sales process in the DMs, talking to people, right? Because those are the things at its core are what are going to set you up to have a lot of success online. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow, day 12. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend.